Welcome back, beautiful family. Today I want to share with you a very delicious filling for those homemade tamales. This filling is of pork meat chipotle sauce that I know you guys are really going to love this filling, especially for those homemade tamales. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. To prepare this amazing chipotle pork filling, these are the ingredients. I have allspice, cumin, black pepper, Himalaya salt, guajillo chili pods, chipotle chili pods, tomatoes, 2 garlic cloves, 1/4 of an onion, and of course the star, the pork meat. This is everything we need to prepare this delicious and amazing filling for those homemade tamales. So let's get started. Okay, I am going to start with my chili pods. I have my chile guajillo pods that I'm going to remove the seeds of every single one. Of course, that the chipotle chili pod, you don't need to do anything with that one. It really gives it a smoky and delicious flavor to the amazing sauce we are going to prepare for this pork meat. Look at this. The water is boiling. I'm going to start adding my chili pods, my tomato, my 4th onion, and my 2 garlic cloves. We are going to cook it for about 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes is more than enough time for the chili pods to get nice and hydrated, tender, soft, moist, and that's exactly how we want them. We want them to be really hydrated, so when we add them to our blender cup, of course, it's gonna blend completely. It's gonna be like puree. You're not gonna see any of the chili pieces in this amazing sauce. And if your blender doesn't blend really good and there's still little pieces of chilies, little pieces of the chili pods, well then you need to put it through a strainer, okay? I'm not going to use the liquid where I boiled all the ingredients. I'm actually going to use chicken broth that I have here. And now I am ready to blend for about 3 to 4 minutes. The sauce is done and I am going to reserve it. Here in the pan, I'm adding my pork meat. To this, of course, I'm gonna add some salt. I am going to add my bay leaves. I'm going to add my 2 garlic cloves and hot water. Remember, when you're cooking your pork meat, just cook it in medium heat. Cover it, just let it reduce, let it cook. After 20 minutes, you're gonna see that the water has absorbed, the meat is nice and tender, and now we are ready to get it really nice and golden brown, really crispy, okay? If it doesn't have too much oil on the bottom, add a little bit of vegetable oil so that all the meat gets nice and caramelized, nice and golden brown. Once this is done and it looks just like this, then you are ready to pour the sauce right on top of it. And we are going to cook it only for 10 minutes. So the meat is really going to absorb the chipotle sauce and the spices. Once this is done, I'm going to transfer it to a plate so that it starts cooling down. Of course, I need to make some tamales. I have here the red masa made with vegetable oil that of course you already have on my channel. I have the corn husks. I'm going to start adding the masa. I'm going to add the filling, and look how easy it is to make these homemade tamales. Of course, making tamales is a process, but you know something, at the end of the day, you really enjoy them. You and your beautiful family really enjoy the tamales. And of course, you know me, I always cook with lots of love, because when you cook with love, everything comes out perfect. Well, I'm going to continue making the rest of the tamales. Out of this mixture, I got like 40 tamales. Of course, I'm not going to cook all of them. I'm just going to cook 20. I'm going to reserve the other ones, and I'm going to show you how to freeze them. Freeze them while they're not cooked, okay? They have to be raw when you freeze these tamales. But now let me get everything ready, put everything here, and make sure that I add at least 20 tamales, because these tamales come out amazing. It's so cold here in California that, of course, my house is going to be nice and cozy, nice and warm. And the smell that it's going to release, just perfection made at home. I hope, my friends, you give it a try and you make these amazing pork tamales with the chipotle sauce. The chipotle sauce, you might be thinking it's going to be really hot, really spicy. No, it has a little kick. Add a little plastic bag, tuck it in, and then a kitchen towel, and then straight to the stove. Let's go to the stove. You're going to cook your tamales in high heat for 60 minutes. Don't open it. Just leave it as is. While the tamales are cooking, now is the time to show you how to prepare your tamales when you are going to freeze them and they need to be raw. This side is going to go up. So this is how I'm doing it. I'm going to start stacking them one by one, making sure that they are nice and tight. And once you have enough, I usually put 12 or 10 in each bag. Once you have them nice and standing up, I'm going to show you that I write in the bag if they're made out of pork, if they're made out of chicken, if they're made out of cheese. I always like to do this because when you freeze them and when you pull them out and you're going to cook them, it seems like if you just made them that same day, okay? Here I'm putting pork, of course, in Spanish, but they're ready to go to the freezer. And here, the tamales are done. They've been cooking for 60 minutes. And now it's time to reveal how they come out. Remember, I made these tamales with the red masa made with vegetable oil. Let's see how they come out. I wish you guys were here to taste this amazing tamal with me and enjoy it with my family. I hope you guys give it a chance and you make this amazing recipe. I'll see you in just a little bit. My friends, I am completely done with these amazing tamales. The filling is pork in chipotle sauce. Just perfection. And of course, the masa for these tamales, you guys already have it on my channel. It's masa, red masa with vegetable oil. Yes, instead of using lard, instead of using Crisco, I use vegetable oil so we don't feel that guilty to enjoy a delicious and amazing Mexican tamal at home. But this is the part I really love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. Excuse me. Delicious. The chipotle gives it a smoky and delicious flavor. Don't be afraid to use the chipotle chili. It gives it an amazing flavor. The masa is really nice and fluffy.
And the meat and the chipotle
Made
sauce.
at home. I hope, my friends, you give it a try and you make these amazing and delicious fluffy tamales at home. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make an amazing recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Cooking with Gloria. Like, subscribe, and share. Happy holidays. Make these amazing tamales. See you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.